So this is Greg Noyes, Pacific West Home Inspections. Today I'm doing a house in, is it Santa Ana or Tustin? Santa Ana. And first thing we'll do is show you how to shut the power off. So there's a cover, which I took off, but this is your main breaker here. It's a 100 amp service. And while I have the cover off, there's a couple of things here. They have a couple of white color wires on the breaker. And we use a color code, and white is for neutral, so that needs to be marked black. And at the front of the house we find the water shut off, and on the left exterior side we'll come across the gas meter. So the gas meter is right here, and the valve for it is right here, and you turn it 90 degrees and it shuts off the gas. And so the next thing we'll look at is the how to shut off the water. So I'm at the front of the house, and you have two valves here. The one with the 1-inch pipe is, we call it a gate valve, but this is actually your main shutoff. And over time these gate valves will corrode or deteriorate, and so this is a tight fitting one, so I don't even want to try to move it at all, because you might break the stem. So my recommendation is to switch it out, move it up to a ball type of stainless steel ball valve, and a plumber can easily put that in. Now the second pipe here is going to feed to your sprinklers system over here. So if you have a leaky valve and you can't shut things off, you can shut it off right here. And the other thing I want to cover is the roof, and we'll go up there right now and look at that. So I'm on the roof now. It's a composition shingle roof, and I have to age it by wear, so I have no idea. Nobody's told me the age. At the very top of the roof we find a ridge cap, and usually these deteriorate after 8 to 10 years, so these look in pretty good shape. And I noticed a little bit of wear here, so I would say it's probably 6 or 7 years old. And that's a opinion, I guess. And then on the back side of the house you have these solar panels, and you can see the wear here because your southern exposure is even greater. So 8 years is probably a pretty fair, 8 to 10 years good estimation. On these pipes that come up here, they're from your furnace, and it's a high efficiency furnace, so they can use PVC. There's one here that goes up. I would bend it over, put a the other one here, so rainwater doesn't get inside here. And you can see the pool needs some attention. Some of the diatomaceous filter panels are probably damaged. So you got this solar system, and I don't know if it's on or not. And the pump's on, so typically a lot of times you can feel it. I don't feel a vibration. And I don't see a release valve either on this. So typically they do that. And this has been disconnected over here, so that answers our question. And I'm going to come around here. This is your vent from your kitchen, and this was cut, so this is no longer being used. Now this roof here on this side has a lot more wear, so I would say now this roof may be 12 to 14 years old due to the deterioration of the rock here. Now the main electrical feed to the house is on the rear of the house, and it's within 5 feet of your pool, and it's less than 22 feet off the pool surface. And so that's our standards we use. The utility companies come under different standards. So that's what you have. And we always think safety. We don't want somebody to use a pole and hit the one of the wires. So here I'm looking at the chimney, and there's a fracture all the way down here. So they've had some movement from one of the earthquakes probably. And what happens, there's rebar in the corners here, and the water gets inside the system. You can see they've replaced the cap here, and the rebar rusts out and expands and pulls your bricks out and causes cracking like you have here. And you can see they've done some repairs here. So and your flue pipe is cracked as well. So a couple of these cracks, as it comes down, it's quite sizable. It's so you want to get a fireplace company to drop a camera down and do a more further detailed inspection on this. So again, I'm going to bring the camera around. You have a 6-inch block wall all the way around your perimeter. Your diving board, which they don't install anymore for new homes, is rusted out, and I would not get on it. It needs to be replaced. And the pool light is not GFI protected. The plaster in the pool has been deteriorated, needs to be replastered. So we're going to bring the camera around to your roof line. You see you have 2 whirlybirds. These provide ventilation to your roof. And as your roof ages, these ridge caps will start getting deteriorated first. Typically what you could do, you replace just the ridge caps, and it's probably $400 to $600, and then you can get another 8 to 10 years out of your roof. No gutters, and over your garage area, your vent for your water heater is made out of a product called Transite. It's a asbestos product, and the water heater manufacturers want you to use a steel dual wall pipe vent. So that needs to be replaced next time you change out your water heater. I'm looking at under the cooktop, gas cooktop, and they have an old valve here. There's no handle, and you come over here and you have a rigid aluminum, and we haven't used this since 1995, and that needs to be replaced out to a stainless steel flexible connector. And then up here you can see the older cooktop. It's probably original with the house, and 4 of the 5 burners were not working today. And then your ventilator here is really dirty, and so that all works, kind of works. And then your vent pipe is damaged here as well. So a couple things here. You have an aging kitchen appliances. We had the oven going earlier, and this is working. And I ran the dishwasher. This is probably 10, 15 years old. And they have a standalone refrigerator, which we don't inspect. And then the trash compactor. It's not on today. And then we found out the plug outlet for the dryer is not working. So, and your garage door doesn't self-close, your fire door. There's a little pet door, so this door needs to be replaced. And I noticed a plug behind here, so let's plug that in. And now we'll try this. There we go. I got that. And a couple things with the water heater. It's a 40-gallon, and it's 2005 Kenmore. Typically they're made by Rheem. The top screws are missing at the vent connector, and it has the old Transite pipe vent that needs to be replaced with steel. Missing insulation at the supply lines. No drip pan under the water heater, and no sediment trap on your gas line coming in. Your door here on the exposed side, weather side, is deteriorated, and this glass is not safety. So you want to switch that out. And there's no GFI in a couple of the receptacles in the garage area. The garage has carpet, so this needs to be ripped out, and you have to have a non-combustible surface. And the door we found is a nice opener. It's very quiet, and the door, there's one little ding in the front of the door, and then we'd like to see two handles here, one here and one over here. So